We on? We on? Good, good. Hey everyone, it's Eric Fierro again with MedicareBest.com, and I am coming to you to talk about, just as the title says, the Plan F misconception that many people have. How do I know about this? Well, I have many conversations with clients and potential clients every single day where I hear about this. Our specialists, which also tell me all about the same conversations they have, help to just justify and solidify my thinking that this is a huge misconception. And on our posts that we put on Facebook, all throughout Facebook, that people interact with and ask questions on, they also have the same question or the same misconception. And on top of that, what I've noticed is a lot of times they actually are trying to give advice to other people about what they should choose for their health insurance. Now, don't get me wrong. It's important to share with other people what type of coverage you have and how it's done for you. And it's always good to refer other people to make sure that they get set up the right way. I'm not saying by any means that Plan F hasn't been a good plan. It's been an amazing plan. But the misconception that I see when it comes to Medicare Supplement Plan F is that it is the end all be all, that this is the plan everybody should be on if you're going to have a Medicare supplement. Now, true that the majority of people who have a Medicare supplement have a Plan F. That's absolutely true, but that's changing. The tide is changing on that. And I want to show you guys one reason why that's starting to happen. And again, always feel free to chime in with questions. I can see when you guys are posting questions and I can answer live while you're watching. It's interactive here. But I want to go through an example. And you'll see throughout the Facebook page, I always talk about the savings that we do for customers and clients. But I want you to see something just so that I can show you this misconception about Plan F being the end all be all, greatest plan that's out there. It is considered the Cadillac plan, but I want to show you one big thing, okay? So this is actually just a few days ago. We had, I rounded the numbers a little bit, but the difference between a Plan F and a Plan G in terms of premium is actually true, and this happens quite often. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can show you this here. If you can see this, looking at this Plan F, it's actually pretty often that we will find somebody paying around $250 a month, depending on where in the country we're calling, depending on how long they've had a Plan F. And then we normally can talk to them about a Plan G around $100. Again, these are rounded numbers, and so I don't want you to take it as gospel that every Plan G is $100, because it's not. There's 4 factors that go into play when you're looking at a plan or any Medicare supplement plan. That's your age, the zip code you live in, your gender, and whether you smoke or not. Okay, those are the determining factors in most cases whenever you are getting a Medicare supplement rate. So I just want to do this example though for round numbers, because again, even though these aren't the exact numbers, I do have cases all the time where the difference in premium is actually true. $185 a month difference, $150 a month difference, $170 a month difference. And there are times also where it's $30, $50, $60 a month difference. That's still a significant savings, and let me show you why. So going back to the example here where Plan F is $250 a month when we're talking to a consumer and they're like, oh, I have this Plan F, I've been paying $250 a month. I love my Plan F. It pays for everything. And I don't want anything else, because I know that if anything happens, my Plan F will take care of everything else with original Medicare. Yeah, okay, that's good to know. But are you aware that the only difference between a Plan F and a Plan G, the only difference, I'm going to write it out here, is that with Plan F, they will pay for the Part B deductible, okay? That's the difference. Plan F will pay for the Part B deductible. Plan G won't. You're responsible, if you got a Plan G, you're responsible for a once-a-year deductible which is called the Part B deductible. And that's if you go to see a specialist, go to the doctor, if you have laboratory work done, or if you go to an outpatient facility, that's when your Part B deductible would kick in. Okay, so that's the only difference between a Plan F and a Plan G. The only difference is your Part B deductible. What is the Part B deductible this year? It is $185. That's what your Part B deductible is. So the other day when I ran across somebody who was paying $250 a month and I was showing them a Plan G for $100 a month, that's a difference of $150 a month. You multiply that times 12, that's a difference of $1,800 a year. That's huge. So basically what this customer was doing is they were paying an extra $1,800 a year for the convenience of having this Part B deductible paid for by this Plan F. That's right. They were paying an extra $1,800 a year so that this Plan F would pay this Part B deductible of $185. That's throwing money out the window. So if they were on a Plan G, they would be saving $1,800 a month. Well, okay, it's not $1,800 because they would subtract the $185 they would pay out of pocket, but they would still be saving over $1,600 a year by paying the Part B deductible themselves. That's why I tell you that the Plan F being the end-all be-all plan is a misconception in a lot of cases. There are more often than not, people are paying more in their premium difference than this deductible that they would be responsible for if they had a Plan G. So that's why you hear us constantly talking about Plan G, because even though Plan F, if you really are die hard against wanting anything other than a Plan F, we can still normally actually help people save money, lower their premium on their existing Plan F by moving to another carrier with that same Plan F. Benefits will work the same doctors, same network, same hospital, everything the same. Nothing changes except that you pay a lower premium, but it is drastically reduced if we start looking at Plan G in a lot of cases because of that same reason that the only difference between an F and a G is that Part B deductible. That's what I want to stress to you when I talk about the Plan F misconception that it's the end-all be-all best plan that's out there. Give us an opportunity to actually look at these rates with you for your specific area. That's a huge thing that I want to do for you guys. It doesn't cost you anything to talk to us. You give us a call. I'll put the number down there in my comments, and I'll show you guys that all you do is give us a phone call, and within 30 seconds, we'll be able to tell you what the difference is. If you call me and say you're paying $250 for a Plan F, and I tell you I can get you a Plan G for $180, right? That's a $70 a month difference. Maybe it's not 150 savings, but at $70 a month, are you really going to say, I don't want to save that money. I'd rather spend it. I'd rather pay this extra money so that Plan F can pay that $185 for me. Most people come to their senses and say they do not want to do that anymore. That's a lot of money that they can find other uses for. And again, at the end of the day, most of our clients have a fixed income. They don't know, they don't necessarily have multiple sources of income. They might have their Social Security income. They might have some IRA or 401k money coming in. But at the end of the day, you need to be able to forecast your expenses. And the best way to forecast your expenses in terms of choosing your health plans is to have a Medicare supplement. Because there is the other option, Medicare Advantage. You might have heard of it. Some of you are probably on it. You can't forecast your expenses in health, in a health situation when you have Medicare Advantage. What you can do is you can forecast the potential of maxing out your plan at $6,000, $7,000. But other than that, you can't forecast it. With the supplement, you can. You know that if you choose a Plan G, between original Medicare and your Plan G, everything is taken care of once you pay that $185 deductible. So that's what I want to stress to you, my friends. This is really the biggest misconception that's out there right now. So often, and I'm telling you, I'm talking about high 80 percentile. When people call us, there is a savings to be had, and we normally are able to find them a way to lower their premium either by moving from Plan F to Plan G or if they want to stick with Plan F and we can normally find a lower Plan F. Same thing with Plan G. If we find people who have a Plan G, but they've had it for at least 6, 7, 8 years, and that happens a lot. If they've had it for 6 or 7 or 8 years, they can call us and we can actually run a quote within 30 seconds. We can tell them if we can lower that Plan G premium to something else. And I'm telling you, it only takes 30 seconds. It's such an easy phone call, and we have specialists who are always ready to help you and answer your questions. And again, we want to be a huge resource. Our biggest, I guess, motivator is that we love to give value to our consumers first. We give value. We help you first. We help with education. We help with knowledge and information. And then, if you decide that you want to work with us, we help you to facilitate the enrollment into whichever plan you choose. Ultimately, the choice is yours. We want to help to provide the choices. That's the biggest benefit about working with an independent agency, is that you have choices when you work with us, because we're not going to only talk about one insurance company. It doesn't make sense. We represent several so that we don't have to have a biased opinion. We can do what's in your best interest, and we can educate you on what's available, and you can make the best decision. So if you guys have any other questions, I'm going to post the phone number, but I'll say it out loud: 877-317-2259. That is our toll-free number, and you can reach one of our specialists. We are located in from east to west coast, so that we're always in somebody's time zone, and we are more than happy to help. So I'm going to post that in the comments. Good morning, Ann. Somebody said good morning, Ann. I'm not sure who Ann is, but I'll say, oh, good morning from Ann. I see. Okay. Hi, Ann. Nice to see you. Thanks for watching. I hope this information is valuable to you. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Even after this video is over, you can always leave questions, comments, reviews, whatever it is. We'll be more than happy to answer. We're very responsive on our Facebook page as well. So feel free to utilize that as a good source to get some more information. So you'll see, if this is your first time to the page, go through the Medicare Best page, and you'll see there's several videos about several different topics. One of the newest things I've been doing is just fun baby boomer facts that I like to go over. And so I'll probably be doing one tomorrow. But today, that was what was on my mind in terms of what I wanted to talk about. And so I hope the information was helpful. So until the next video, I look forward to talking to you guys soon.